I think I've still got half the desert sand in my joints.
We need more power. Can we break gravity?
I don't know. First we've got to clear Dawson Ridge.
Haven't we taken off yet? Do you know what happens if the hull cracks? We'll be sucked out like giant threads of spaghetti.
Oh, the gravity of it all. We'll plunge back into the Martian sand.
Maybe we should have taken our chances with Selby.
Right, vertical thrusters.
Gerard, switch to forward thrust and initiate.
If this fails, you know the consequences.
All too well. Head straight for Dawson's Ridge. Gerard, the generators.
There's no power. They're still overheating.
Check your coding sequence.
I am. There has to be a fault.
Gerard, if you can't handle the pressure in here, you're no good to me. Haskell, 20-degree incline. Half forward thrust.
Dawson Ridge, 10,000 meters.
Gerard, we're still waiting.
Why are we shaking so much?
It's the beginning of oblivion.
We're all gonna die.
Just hang on tight, all right?
What to?
I'm rattling to my doom.
Not that tight.
Commander, I've got it. Coding sequence in place.
Well, whatever you did, well done. You did it right. Ion drives full charge.
Then get us out of here. Full forward thrust. Escape velocity. Now, please. Well done. Great work. Terrific.
Oh, I can feel every circuit about to disintegrate.
Quadro, you can stop shaking. I think it's over.
What? You mean I'm still in one piece?
Don't know why the fuss. I wasn't worried one bit. I knew we weren't going to crash.
Sure, Abe.
You were worse than Quadro.
That was just your eyeballs shaking because of the vibrations.
Look, forget about Selby. There's nothing he can do to us now.
No amount of training can prepare you for the real thing.
I'm sorry. It won't happen again.
Don't punish yourself. I've seen experienced officers go to pieces under that sort of pressure. Check trajectory settings, then lock it down and switch to auto.
I was laughed at when I designed this ship. Laughed at. Boffin, they said. Oh, I knew my baby'd make it. That's my baby. We showed them.
Commander, I was wondering about Selby. What are we gonna do?
I'll notify authorities once we get to our destination. We've got a lot of colonists depending on our cargo. For now, Selby is behind us. Get some sleep.
Stage 1, 20 seconds to go.
Oh, I do so love a good countdown. Glovage, you're in league with a genius. Now, if I was a modest man, I wouldn't be able to say that.
I'm sure you'd find a way. 10 seconds.
I guess that's the thing about genius. There's a solution to every problem. You've just got to find the right rock to look under.
3 seconds. They're not going to know what hit them.
there's no time for tantrums. Look, I created you circuit by circuit, and if I have to, I'll rip you apart the same way.
Haskell, when you're finished chatting to yourself, I need a precise map of the contamination.
Look, there's something terribly wrong with the spaceship.
Zach, wake up.
Yes, wake up this instant.
Wake up, get out of bed.
Do as he says.
Why can't they just let us sleep?
Zach, get up and get out of bed.
You bed slug.
Come on.
Do exactly what I say.
Yeah, don't worry, I don't want to get cooked.
What's happened?
Stay in your quarters and keep out of the way.
Well, what's going on?
Contamination from the ion drives, and Crowback needs you straight away.
You guys be careful.
Those suits mean it's serious. They're what's known in the disaster business as SPS, the serious problem suit.
Haskell, get this wretched ship working and switch that alarm off.
No, everyone always wants something.
Give me manual control.
Nothing's responding. The propulsion chambers, that's the best I can do.
It's not good enough.
Headset, get a headset. Now, use the scanners, the ion drives, see if you can see anything from the outside.
No readings at all. Zero contamination. It's cleaner than the air in my room.
Well, that could mean anything from mildly toxic to deadly poisonous, depending when you last washed your socks.
Nothing down here, Commander.
No, of course, all that was needed was good talking to. I knew my little baby wouldn't let Daddy down.
It seems we have another one of Haskell's phantoms. My patience is wearing very thin.
Oh, well, very thin's much better than see-through, so count yourself very lucky. Kumi, did you get anything on the scanners?
There's nothing there.
Then look elsewhere. I'd like an explanation, please, for the fake readings.
That's not what I meant. There are no scanners. We're flying blind.
Oh, that does it. Stop all engines now. I want a full system shutdown.
If you ask me, this ship's cursed.
There's no such thing. Quadro, will you stop squeaking?
That's the thing about curses. You can't prove they exist, because anyone who's affected turns mutant or goes raving mad. And who's going to believe a total psycho? So are we about to blow up, or will it be something slow and excruciating?
It's all right. False alarm.
Well, it's got them fooled.
Come on, Quadro, let's go.
I don't feel very well.
Spooky. The curse has got the robot. Maybe we flew through some sort of negative ion aura.
It's just the sand shorting his thalamus. Posi drive.
Posi drive. Maybe we've got a total wacko on board.
Will you keep your mind on the job? Here,
Careful.
hold this.
Watch it. Now you be careful with my gyros.
Of course it could be a very serious jinx.
Will you shut up about jinxes?
What are you so touchy about?
She's a little sensitive about the J word.
I am not.
Ever since the avalanche.
That was an accident. It wasn't my fault, no matter what they said.
Who said what?
Never mind. Give me that wrench.
The tribe used to refer to her as the Feral of Peril. Oh, you did that on purpose.
Feral of Peril?
Shh, that's what they say.
We're still trying to trace the fault, but don't worry, when I set my mind to something, I'm like a rabid dog.
Just warn me before you start foaming at the mouth.
This has got to be Selby. But there's no cyberlink anymore. He can't touch us.
Maybe not from the outside.
Don't you think you're being just a little bit paranoid?
Selby wanted Icarus to take off. And it wasn't because he recently discovered niceness.
There was this guy on Earth. First he gets zapped by a power surge, then a walkway collapsed on him. Then when he goes to hospital, he gets hit by an earthquake. Talk about being jinxed.
If I hear that word one more time...
Which word's that? Jinx or curse?
That's it. I warned you.
Zach!
Look!
Why haven't the fire valves worked?
Oh, well, why isn't Egg round? Look, the fire extinguishers are saying there is a fire, but the smoke detectors are saying there isn't.
I think you're wasting your time with the fire.
And what do you base this on?
A gut feeling. Selby's toying with us. I'd look for something else.
We have an entire colony waiting on our cargo, and your gut is telling me not to worry about a fire.
trying to suffocate us or incinerate us.
Don't look at me. Quadro, give us a hand.
What have you done to my gyros?
I did what I normally do.
There's no time to argue. Come on.
But what if it's out of control down there? Commander, if there is a fire and it spreads...
I'm well aware of the danger to my ship and my crew. Haskell, it would help if I had some precise data.
But I'm still getting conflicting reports.
Commander, what do you want me to do?
It's Selby, just like the contamination scare.
It's entirely possible.
Commander, come in, repeat. What do I do? Commander!
There is no fire, it's a fake.
Commander!
Open it. Carefully.
You got it, Commander.
Hooray! Our rescuers.
Before you
Thank
blame
you,
us,
kind
we
sirs.
didn't do anything, honest.
Gerard, come in. Situation report.
It's all clear down here. Just a lot of smoke.
All right, you can stand down.
It'll be just like the scanners. The fire had to be a diversion. There'll be something else.
Oh, he's cunning, very cunning. You're absolutely right, Commander. You'd better have a look at this.
This had better be good news.
Well, it's the fuel rods. They've been jettisoned. Well, apart from what's in the reactor.
What, all of them? We can't see, and now we can't move. What's he trying to do?
Haskell, find out. There has to be a reason for this insanity.
Oh, there is. The guy's stark raving mad.
Stage 2 complete.
Maybe I should have a little beard. Did Einstein have a beard?
He had a moustache.
Well, he was a nerd anyway. No finesse. That's what this plan's got. Finesse! And fireworks. The ones that go bang really loud. My favorites. Such a pity sound doesn't travel in space.
You know, you really are sick.
But at least I'll be rich enough to buy my own private hospital. On my own private island. On my own private continent.
You have to put yourself entirely in my hands. Ta-da! The solution to your problem.
What's all this?
We'll hold an exorcism.
You're out of your mind! What are you supposed to be?
Well, every exorcist needs an assistant.
Oh, that's right. Just think of me as insurance.
You're as mad as him and he's a maniac.
They used to do it with witches.
I'm not a witch. But if I was, I'd turn you into a three-headed bug with a warty body. Something really ugly so I wouldn't feel guilty when I stomped on you.
You'll be sorry.
She's a feisty one.
Maybe we can use telepathy.
Yes.
Zach? What's the matter?
It's nothing.
Doesn't look like nothing.
Just leave me alone.
No, not until you tell me what's going on. Zach?
It's Abe. He thinks... well, the fire and stuff. He thinks it's my fault because of some sort of jinx I'm supposed to have. Maybe he's right.
Zach, Abe's an idiot. He's normal on the odd occasion, but most of the time he'd win the Olympics for stupidity. Knowing him, it's probably one of his silly little jokes.
You think so?
I know so. If he gives you any more trouble, I give you permission to deck him.
You serious?
Absolutely.
I'll do more than that.
It has to be a virus. Hidden somewhere while he was helping out with repairs. It has to be one of the programs he reinstalled.
Not necessarily. If I was going to hide a secret, I wouldn't stick it in the most obvious place. Selby must have known you'd twig eventually.
So where would you put it?
I don't know. Maybe in one of the programs that wasn't damaged in the crash.
Life supports. That's the only one.
Out of the way. What's the rush? There is such thing as right of way.
You have no rights. What have you been doing to Zach?
Help! No, Zach, please. You can't do this. We're family, you and me. Through and through, thick and thin.
If only you hadn't mentioned the avalanche.
It just slipped out. I'm sorry. I forbid you to do this.
I have to do what I have to do. I'm sorry, Quadro. I'm doing this for you.
No, please stop.
Farewell, good friend.
Michael's right. It's here. We've got him this time.
Pinpoint our location. Selby's had a motive for everything else. He must have stranded us here for a reason. And whatever it is, I want to know.
Commander, we've got him.
We found the virus.
A door.
When is a door? Not a door.
Who cares?
When it's a jar and all the nasty virus escapes.
Arrogant creep. It's all a game to him.
Who's behind that thing? Yes, it must be his trump card.
Zach? Quadro, what happened to you? Who did this to you?
Zach did it. I tried to stop her. We have to hurry. She said she was going to pack herself into a crate and jettison herself off the ship.
She what?
If only I hadn't mentioned the avalanche.
What's the avalanche got to do with anything?
A few months ago, she was playing.
Zach!
A couple of members of her tribe were injured in a rock fall.
Don't joke around!
It really wasn't her fault, but she's always blamed herself.
Zach! Stop fooling around! Show yourself this instant!
And now, because of us, she thinks she really is jinxed. She wants to save the rest of the ship.
She wouldn't be that stupid, would she?
It's highly possible. Oh no, we're too late. It's her bag. Bravery and stupidity. What a fuzzy line separates the two. She's jettisoned herself to save the rest of us.
I was just trying to help. I didn't mean any harm.
What are we to do?
We have to tell Dent. She must turn the ship around. We've got to save Zach.
Sucked in, Abe.
You feral rat.
Turn the ship around. We'll have to save her. Oh, woe is me.
That's not funny.
How dare you? You're supposed to be my friend.
We thought you were dead.
Serves you right. You got what you deserved. If you say one word. What was that?
Loading gears, maybe.
Loading gears?
No, it couldn't be. Why would they be shifting cargo?
Same story. We've checked out the generator rooms, no signs of fire, toxins, nothing.
I don't understand this chaos. What are you up to?
Haskell, I want an end to this.
Well, so the cargo hold, the loading mechanics have activated.
Of course. It's not loading. It's unloading. What? The cargo pods. He's after the cargo.
The fun's over. Your golden goose is about to lay.
I do so love a good egg hunt. Start your engines.
When Selby couldn't get the cargo on Mars, he fixed the ship. No isolators, no scanners, no fuel, and then dumped the cargo.
He'll never get away with it.
Well, if there's no evidence, none of us left to identify him. Commander, you wanted our exact position.
The time he was with us, he was planning this. That cargo is vital. Gerard, get down to the hold and see what you can do. Kuma, you're gonna have to stop that virus.
What was all that about? Dent looked like she'd just seen a ghost.
The final piece of Selby's plan. 500 kilometres of asteroid, heading straight for us.
But with no power, the ship will be pulverised.
We're sitting in a coffin.
Well, I'm not hanging around any longer. Quadro, posi drive.
No, you can't open
Well,
that.
we could be ejected at any second.
Exactly. And if it's open, we'll explode into little squishy bits.
Well, then we'll just have to work fast.
If you can get me away from that asteroid, I will never doubt your scientific expertise again.
It's down to container number 3. There'll be an emergency lock or an override.
Did you get that, Jared? Look for a manual control.
Something to isolate the computer.
Oh, yeah? It's easy for her to say. Where do I start?
Come on, hurry. It's getting awful close. You gonna hang around down there?
This wasn't in the travel brochure. Thanks. Oh, come on, let's go.
We've got to get Quadro out.
He'll never make it.
Go, quickly, before I change my mind.
But I can't just leave you.
I'm just a machine. I can survive out there, you can't. Please, while there's still time.
Quadro's right. Come on, let's go.
But he's family.
Zach, listen to me. In a couple of minutes, we'll both be sucked out there. An unrecognisable glob of ever-expanding blood and bone. How do you think Quadro's gonna feel then?
I guess you're right. Let's go.
Tell her nothing's working. What's the use of having a control panel if you can't even control anything?
What do we do now?
I don't know.
Where are you going? To find a manual.
If you can interrupt the computer signal, try anything. We've just lost 3.
Oh dear, oh dear. Left all alone. Me and my big mouth. Now I'm about to be jettisoned into space, so... What do you think you're doing?
I couldn't just leave you, you dumb heap of scrap.
I knew you wouldn't abandon me. Not after I've nursed you and nurtured you and looked after you.
Don't push your luck. Posy drive.
Come on, Zach, hurry up.
Oh, the indignity of it all. You be careful. Don't lose anything.
Oh, quit your whinging.
Now, don't you damage the circuits on my arm. That's a very expensive piece of robotics.
Ow! Do that again and I'll leave you like this.
I didn't do a thing. Please hurry.
Did you ever think it might be you who's jinxed?
In about 10 seconds, it won't matter. Just keep on going.
Oh, that's my head you're bumping.
Pod 4's about to go.
What do you think you're doing? Solving the manual. Gonna use a bit of old-fashioned persuasion. That's not the answer. Anything could happen. There's nothing left. Everything's already happened.
Old-fashioned. Michael, we don't have a cyberlink, so the only way Selby can initiate the virus is the old-fashioned way. Time. It's all linked to the ship's clock. Where is it?
Cargo jettison engaged. Warning, jettison engaged.
Hurry up. We're going to be next.
That's a very expensive atomic clock.
Forget it. It's not going to matter if that asteroid hits us.
Cargo secure.
I don't know who did what, but Selby's going to be really ticked off.
Good. 4 miserable containers. Just 4! Well, they're going to find out that a genius antagonized is an enemy to be reckoned with.
There's not going to be anything left of them, you idiot. Nor of our cargo. The asteroid's going to see to that.
Well, at least I'll get my fireworks. Get us out of here.
Next time I fly first class.
Me too. Me too.
I'm with you.
That makes 3 of us.
What are you doing here?
That's a very good question. And I hope somebody remembers which bit of me goes where.
You don't know how close you came.
We were there. We know. But now no more jinxes and no more catastrophes.
Except for the asteroid.
Asteroid? What asteroid?
Yes. What asteroid?
I hate asteroids.